Hello StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Cyan and Nerchio on King Sejong Station, the latter edition. In the bottom right side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player, it is Nerchio. And in the top left side of the map, we have the red Protoss player, it is Cyan. Alright, so Cyan, we've seen him before on the channel against Nerchio. He is a Chinese StarCraft 2 player playing for Rai Esports. And he's played in quite a few tournaments in 2016. Let's go through the list real quick. 2016, GPL Season 3. He lost 2-4 to Jeshi. But in 2016, in May, he played in the World Cyber Arena 2016 China Spring Tournament. And he 3-2 Tudming, who is a Zerg player who is very, very excellent. He's from China as well. And then he competed in GPL 2016 Season 2. Lost 1-3, unfortunately, versus Tudming there, and then got 0-4'd by Snoot in the Neo Star League 2016 International Tournament earlier this month. So, I mean, he's kind of had an up and down season, but he's all over the place. He's playing in a lot of tournaments here. So, he's going to be, I think, around for quite a while. Keep your eye out on Cyan, very solid Protoss player. And in the bottom right, Nerchio, again, just a very, very incredible Zerg player in his own right. He's won a lot of tournaments recently. Very strong Zerg player. I expect to see a lot of him in the future as well. So here we are. Looks like a very standard one-get expand here out of Cyan. No big deal. A hatch first out of Nerchio. Nothing crazy happening. Extractor spawning pool just about to finish for the Zerg player. Double gas as well for Cyan after that Nexus has been started. And then a second gateway here before Cyber Core. Interesting. So I think this is probably going to be some adept pressure. That's usually what 2 gateways before Cyber means. And there goes the Cyber Core. Indeed it is. He's going to have this Nexus for 2 Chrono Boosts available to Chrono Boost both of his gateways at the same time, which is kind of exactly what you want to do here if you're going for that double adept harassment. And there's an Overlord Scout. Ah, the Overlord Scout. This is such a great place for Zerg players to park their Overlords, and entirely invisible. Cannot be seen by the Protoss player, but he can see everything. Sees the Cyber Core, sees the double gateways, knows what's coming, knows there are some adepts on the way. And honestly, my personal favorite way to deal with that is just get a bunch of speedlings and just surround them. He's getting speed. He's only got 1 worker on gas, so he's droning up. He's going to get some lings. Not overcommit with it, I don't think here. This poor probe's trying to block this base, but I mean, lings are on their way. They're going to go ahead and shut this down very, very quickly indeed. The probe is going to run for its life. Oh, throws down a pylon. And then runs for its life, saving its own life because of this pylon. That's awesome. So unfortunately, the DPS from a Zergling, or 2 Zerglings rather, and a drone is not quite enough to kill a constructing... maybe it was. I don't know. Cyan canceled it before we could observe it quite succinctly and enough for science, but I don't know. I feel like maybe the pylon still would have gone up. We'll have to wait and see on that one. Lings try to get inside. Stalker wants to kill them. Stuttered stepping. Can the Stalker get them? One of them, but not the other one. Another one gets right inside. There's nothing to see, really. No further tech. There's a pylon down here. As the Ling dies, speed did finish, but it ran right past the Stalker, unfortunately. I mean, actually, did it see the Stargate? Oh, it saw the Stargate. All right, so good job, Ling. Good scouting there. Ling's, there we go. That's what I said. Ling's getting a full surround on an adept. Not able to kill it before it sonic transfers itself the heck on out of there. Running, shuffling for her own life. Gonna Psionic transfer back into the base, shading through this Stalker, because look, it can go through units. Can't go through buildings, but can go through units here. Zerglings, get the heck out. There are more adepts. Popping out, checking for a 3rd base. There's not one there. Nerchio's 3rd base is just about complete. So it's 2 bases to 3 bases right now. Oracle on the way. Again, I'm interested in naming oracles. If you've already suggested an oracle name, I haven't seen it yet because I cast it about a week in advance. So give me some time, and we'll get some oracle names ready to go. Is there a Mothership Core out yet for our friend Cyan? No, actually skipping Mothership Core, which is really weird. The Oracle does provide some sight, so the Overlord gets shooed away by that Stalker there. Oracle moving on in, but it ran right past that Overlord. There's a Spore Crawler there. There's a Queen here. Actually, where are you going, Queen? Oh, I guess there's a Queen here. So Spore Crawler is going to get some shots off and shoot this Oracle away. So the Queen as well, stabbing into the air. Same thing over here. Queens really should get this Oracle. No, don't. The Adepts are also a problem, though, I guess. Oracle getting some shots off, and yes, getting chased away by the Queens. The Lings taking care of the Adept. A couple drones die, but really nothing too much that Nerchio needs to be worried about. 68 to 74 total supply. Income tab 46 to 41 harvesters. Cyan has the lead. There's the Mothership Core. About 5 minutes into the game. Seems a little bit late to me, but you know what? You know what? Cyan is holding his own against Nerchio, which I'm sure I could never do. Double Oracle. So we've seen a pair of Oracles here recently on the channel. Or perhaps in the future on the channel. Sometimes I don't post the games in the order I cast them, so keep that in mind. Now Oracle's going to get a queen here. Transfuse? No, not enough. Not enough. And the Oracle survives with 6 hit points. Nicely done. Getting a queen is not too shabby, but a lot of queen defense here for Nerchio. How many does he have? He has 5. He's got 5. He did have 6. He's got 5, making 12 workers at the same time. Nerchio taking that lead, and the worker count now up to 63 to 53 total harvesters. There is a Roach Warren coming up to the Oracles, throwing down Revelation on stuff. Not really getting any kills per se, but still, Revelation is pretty darn fantastic. 2 queens here, and no, not a Spore here. Strange. I don't know why Zerg players don't get a Spore in their main. Seems like kind of a waste, but I mean, more of a risk, I guess, than a waste. Again, taking shots from those queens to toss down that Revelation. I don't know what you're scouting exactly. I mean, this one's still up. There's really no tech structures to speak of. Hydralisk and Roach Warren are actually down here, where there are 2 queens, and I thought there was a Spore here. There's not a Spore? There's not a Spore here. Huh, so this is the only one that has a Spore. Interesting decision-making. Overseer flying right on in. Gonna see the timings on this Twilight Council, on these gateways, on that Forge, and on another gateway. So recognizing what's happening here, it's going to be some kind of gateway pressure. I don't see... Oh, there is a robotics facility over here. Does Nerchio know about this? He does. Alright, so the Immortal production has begun for Cyan. Very, very good against Roaches. A Spine Crawler coming up as Nerchio decides to take his 4th base here instead of over here or over here. I feel like this is... I don't know. It's kind of the first place, right? First place, the Protoss player will come, so it's kind of risky, but at the same time, it's nice to spread the creep towards your opponent. Spore Crawler's getting some shots off. A little bit of some lazy flying there from Cyan, but I think that's okay. We can live with that. Spine Crawler. Hatchery is going to pop here in just a couple of seconds. Roach Hydra for Nerchio and Immortal. Robotics Bay coming up. We could see Colossus. We have seen Colossus recently. Not in extraordinarily good circumstances, but we have seen some Colossus. Also could be Disruptor, which is pretty darn fantastic as well. So here we are. Spine Crawler here, not a Spore Crawler here. Hydras, though. Hydra's hungry. Hungry for that Oracle. And like I said, the Protoss always come this way. Interestingly enough, knocking down this rock tower. I don't know why Cyan's doing that. Nerchio immediately trying to knock down these rocks. Ah, the force fields! Oh no, a lot of Hydras are going to die here. Ling's trying to come in to assist with that. These Hydras are saved because of the Lings running around that outside. Man, every one of these Hydras should be dead, but instead they get a reprieve and are not required to die at this time. Oracle still flying on in. Revelation on that army, seeing exactly where they are going. Possibly coming up to knock down this debris and head into this natural base. We'll have to see what happens with that. Oracles zooming around town, taking some shots from Spore. Nope, I forgot. There's not a... No, there is a Spore Crawler here. Where is it? Where is the Spore Crawler? Did it get moved? No, it's there. It's just underneath this Overlord. Okay. Okay, it is there. And it is Disruptor. Double pumping Disruptors is Cyan. So, I mean, in PvZ, a couple good Disruptor hits can be the difference in the results in a battle. These rocks did get knocked down by Nerchio. It is 168 to 155 total supply. 69 to 70 harvesters. Cyan looking good. Looking good there. 86 to 105 army supply, though. Nerchio looking very strong right now, indeed. Forcing a cancel on this 4th base. Killing a pylon. Disruptor says, I'm ready. I'm ready with a Purification Nova. 145 splash damage and an additional 55 shield damage to nearby ground units and structures. No shields here for Zerg. As the Changeling comes in, and there are some Zealots in the army, so he has a hope of fitting in, which is nice. But gets killed anyway, never mind. Warp Prism attack. Oh, Queens want that Warp Prism so bad. Run! Yeah, get the heck on out of there. Some Hydras mixed in too. Nerchio doing a great job splitting up his units. Pneumatized Carapace coming up too. And do you have an Observer with this army? You do, so you can kill Creep Tumors. Going for it is Nerchio. Great force fields, though. Saying, get out. You can't flank me. My force fields are too good, and you don't have any Ravagers. Do you have any Ravagers? 3. Okay, so there are 3 Ravagers knocking down these rocks. And, oh, trapped outside. Some of those Stalkers. Some what look to be Drop Lords. Is this a feint by Nerchio? I think this might be a feint. Just pooping a ton of creep over here. Not dropping a thing. Lurkers on the way. Purification Nova does actually... No, they get the Disruptor first. That was a big hit, though. On that right side, pretty good force fields. All these Zerglings are stuck. If the Zerglings die, this makes the Nerchio's army a little bit less effective, but they can squeeze out. Just barely squeeze out. The Hydras aren't going anywhere, though. A lot of Hydras dead there. 161, 177 total supply. Nerchio with a +0/+0 attack. Stalkers do have +2 attack. So Nerchio is losing the upgrade battle, which is interesting. I'm very surprised at Nerchio not getting any upgrades whatsoever. Do his Lings have upgrades? Okay, they have +2 attack, so they do. They do have some upgrades. Spire there, Hive on the way for Nerchio. Lurkers are here, but leaving them alone. Ah! Walking through is not what you want to see here. Purification Nova killing a couple Lurkers. Nicely done. Some defense back here, but not a whole lot. You gotta do this. You gotta get in. All your stuff is dying here in the natural base, and there's a Ling run by. Luckily, there are some cannons to help with that. And coming out the back side, he's got to deal with these Lurkers. Can he do it? Finally, taking them out. But 19 probes have been killed. In the meantime, any Purification Novas available. I don't see any disruptors with this army whatsoever. The Immortal is going to be the big damage dealer right here, blinking forward, taking the Lurkers on out, and actually starting to mow down Nerchio's army. But can they get this Disruptor before they die? No, they can't do it. So Cyan does lose this base, but he's still alive. He is still alive, which is good. It's 70 to 84 total army supply. He kept this base alive too, thanks to these cannons. And, I mean, losing this base was a big deal, but I think it would have hurt a lot more to lose this particular base. Overlords flying this way. I don't know what's over here. There's really nothing. Actually, that's a weird spot on the map, isn't it? It's not connected to anything, but you can... I guess you can run around back there? I don't know. I don't know. Cyan, is he just base racing it right now? He might just be base racing it right now because, look, the Zerg army is on top of his 4th. He is on top of the 3rd. Of Nerchio's. Again, the upgrade's very, very good here. The Lurker's a big problem, though. Big problem, unfortunately. And coming right on in, killing the Spire. 6 more Hydras on the way. The Lurker Den is here as well. Losing that might be a problem for Nerchio. It is 141 to 171 total supply. Coming back to try to defend from all angles. Good force fields. Keeping everybody away. I'd love to see this Immortal count higher. Lurkers are getting focused down. 11 kills on that. Lings and Hydras getting this around on this Zerg army, and this is not looking good. That +2 attack on the Lings is doing them much good here. The surround, and that's it. That GG from Cyan. Cyan is defeated. Nerchio is victorious, and Zerg gets the win today. So well done by Nerchio. Cyan made a game of it. Lasted for 12 minutes here. Did actually kill a lot of stuff. Nerchio ended up losing 15,000 resources, but 17.8. Lost for Cyan, unfortunately. I think the Immortal count had been higher, been good. Much better at dealing with Lurkers than Stalkers are. And something for the Lings would have been nice too. Maybe more Zealots. That Roach Hydra stuff was just a little bit too good. I didn't see very many good Disruptor hits, and sometimes that's what it comes down to if you choose to go Disruptors. If you can get Disruptor hits, you'll be in a good spot, and if not, then you won't. So, well done again to Nerchio, and that's it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.